All
Our
right.
internet.
I went ahead and I pushed record. I want to say thanks, guys, for jumping on with our coach launch tonight. I do see that we have a new friend with us. Hi, Gina.
Hello.
Will you introduce yourself to us? Tell us what brought you to coaching.
What's that?
Tell us what brought you to coaching.
A friend of mine, Scott Phillips, actually, I have been not watching him, not in a creepy way, but like I always see him on Facebook posting his videos and stuff. And he just kind of talked to me one day about it. And I kind of want to start doing, I'm a dental hygienist and I'm really nervous going back to my practice, to be honest with you. So I kind of wanted to start building something different and doing something different and maybe do that to support my family instead. But, you know, I know that's going to take some time, but that's kind of my goal is to get out of dental hygiene a little bit and do something different for my family. So here I am. I'm going to give it a try. This is like my 4th time trying with Beachbody. So hopefully this is a better run.
Oh, good. Always with Scott, or did you have other coaches in the past?
I had other coaches in the past, and I will say, like, Scott's been amazing with just kind of helping me and keeping me like motivated and kind of pushing me a little bit. And you know, he keeps in touch with me, which is awesome because other Beachbody coaches that I have been under, like, they would sign me up and then I never heard from them. Like, we never interacted, talked, nothing. So it's been nice this time around so far. So
That's good.
like that.
That's amazing. Well, welcome to the team. We all love Scott. Cloud, you're sponsored by Scott, right?
Yeah.
And that does that go away? Does he stop contacting you? Does he leave you alone after a little bit of time?
A little bit.
But he's always there and always available, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's always the life of the party.
Oh, I met actually at a Stumbling Santa kind of it was like a get together bar crawl kind of thing, and he showed up as a Christmas tree. So it was really funny. Like, so I could see that party. I was dying. I was like, who is the guy in the Christmas tree suit? It was him.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
normally he's on. Normally we have a couple, but that's okay. So we're gonna dive a little deeper into. I don't have a specific formula, etc. laid out for you guys. This is really kind of like, what do you want? What do you need? We kind of fill in the blanks, fill in the holes here. I don't know what you all have done as far as, you know, the Google Doc goes, as far as the training goes, you know, what you don't. But this is the whole purpose of this meeting, 30 minutes on Friday nights, is to just kind of get your questions answered and kind of moving in the right direction. So let me start with, I'm going to start with you, Cloud, because you are the most seasoned of everybody here. What would you say you kind of need? Like, what are your holes that you're trying to fill in right now? I'm going to put my eye drops in though.
I'm great at getting the conversation started.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the close is where
the bridge steps. Are you talking about like getting them from here to like introducing something?
On board and running and all the steps correctly. Because I'm so like absent-minded as a typical person, so my logic and skills don't always work with people because I feel like I'm doing it backwards. So just plugging them into everything that you guys all have now, I think that's helping me.
Oh, okay. Like what? Like what's helping you specifically?
Well, like now we've got we're changing over to BOD, so Liz posted something so that I can share it with my people so I don't have to redo that one. And then somebody else made something else that I could also use as something I needed. So it's kind of just grabbing things off that's already there. So, and then I joined this to try to we're working together.
Yeah. Okay, good. So have you ever utilized scripts before? Like, do you use the scripts, like kind of walking people through the steps in the process?
I haven't. I think my thing is that I get so excited. I don't remember where I keep everything. And so by the time I want to respond to them, it's either on the tablet or it was on, I don't remember where I saved it. My organization isn't great. So I think I wing it too much.
Okay, so this is a really good thing, especially for Gina being a newer coach, is you got to figure out where you're going to do your work and where you're going to keep your notes. So you have access to TeamZ, right? You have TeamZ, don't you, Cloud?
Yeah, but I have not been. I think I've used it about 10 times in 2 years.
So
It doesn't work when you do that.
Yeah. So, I mean, so that's the thing. Like, is this where, so that if you used it, if you only did that, then all your notes would be there, right? Or if
Right.
you only did a notebook and maybe you
Right.
have like a person's name for every page, you have like a different person's name, then all your notes would be there. So I would recommend, this is probably one of the best recommendations, and I think the very first call that we had, I was like, get a notebook, you have something physical, but then also have digital. So you have your one digital file go to, and then your one physical. But that might be something that I would recommend, or that is something that I recommend to you, is you got to find one place, one location
Okay.
where you're going to be working from, or at least keeping notes on the conversations,
I do, and then I fill up the notebooks rather fast.
Uh-huh.
I've probably 25 notebooks.
Okay.
I've probably got 3 or 4 on the desk at the moment in the last year.
So then, if that system is not working, then you got to find something else, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay because we're all a work in progress, and I change up my systems all the time. I'll go in and out of different tracking systems. I like TeamZ the best. That's the one that, even if I don't always do it, I don't lose the information. It's always there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's,
I just got time, and I don't love computers and stuff.
yeah.
So I write things, but yeah, it's hard to keep your notes and keep your list because that 150 people plus the other 100 people, and I have people everywhere. So
Yeah, I mean, a file system. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the index card filing system might work better for you. Have you ever heard of that system before?
no, I haven't.
Okay, so you get a file box for index cards, like what you would use for recipes or something like that. And that way, anybody whose first name starts with the letter A, you can keep together. And every time you get a new person with the letter A, so you could go through all of your 25 notebooks and you can write down all the names. Might be it. This might be the answer for you. You can keep them that way. Or, you could, another way to organize it, so you can organize it by name. But probably the best way to organize it is if you have it as far as dates go. Okay. So you like week 1 to 4.
No, she froze.
Are we frozen? Am I frozen?
Oh,
Am I so frozen?
Uh-oh.
Am I so frozen? So frozen? Hopefully. Hang on, let me turn off my camera and maybe I will unfreeze. Is that better? Can you guys hear me?
Boy.
Man, the freezing. Can you hear
That
me
was
better?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. It might be better. My internet might be better without my camera on.
Okay.
So, just let me know. But man, I was doing the coach orientation last night and I kept freezing. I'm like, I couldn't help them. I'm like, I'm so sorry. They just kept telling me you're frozen. I'm like, well, I can't stop every 10 minutes, because it's just what it is. So imagine like a million index cards, and every single person has their own index card, right? And you can organize it however you want. But one thing that was really beneficial to me was I organized them in months, and then I had the numbers 1 to 31. And so whenever, if I told somebody that I would follow up with them in 2 weeks and today's the 1st, then I would take their card and physically place it on after the number 14. So I could, do you know what I'm saying? Now here's the deal. You need to keep the cards with the box because otherwise you lose the cards.
It's going to be a couple of shoe boxes by the time I'm finished here.
Probably. Yeah, probably. But that must be, if you want to go manual,
Yeah.
that might be a really good solution for you, because if you tell somebody that you're going to follow up with them in a month, then you just simply take their card and you place it, 30 days from now. And then every day you just do the front of the stack. You just do that front stack, the most important people. And then you move them like, I think I'm going to follow up them in a week. And you just move the card. Or I think I'm going to follow up that person in 3 months. And you just move the card,
Okay. Yeah. Cause my follow-up isn't a consistent interest. I constantly am, but it's on no kind of it might be 6 months. It was a year ago. It was 2 weeks ago. Oh, it was, I need to be, finally got the workouts. Now I need the business side consistent.
Yeah, I recommend that. You know what I mean? So I love that. So number one, having a system and knowing where you are going to keep your information, that's really, really key and important. Because otherwise people will fall through the cracks and you're going to lose them, Yay, Scott's here. Scott, my video's not on because my internet is so unstable. It's just a little bit better, which I'm sorry, but that's what it is. But, okay, cool. And Gina, so you said this is your 4th time becoming a coach. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. You know what? You're going to get along just well with Mila, who just joined on the call too, because I believe that this is her 3rd attempt as well. But Gina just introduced herself. Gina, what would you say is your number one sticking point obstacle right now?
I think it's kind of a big one. It's just getting people interested, and I have tried selling other things, and I don't know. I just have a hard time. Like, I'm not a pushy person, and I know if you believe in the product and everything, like, it's easier to get people involved. But I don't know if I'm shy. I don't really have a word for myself, but I'm just not good at like getting people interested, I guess.
Does anybody else ever feel like that? I know I have felt like that. I totally have felt like that. So with your other attempts of becoming a coach, let me ask you, did you actively pursue the business? Like, were you trying to work the business side of things, or were you just kind of like, oh, maybe this is something?
What
Did
was
I
that
freeze?
again?
Did I freeze again? I hope not. The other times that you worked the business, were you actively trying to build a business? Or is this your first attempt?
Not really involved with, like, we didn't have calls like this, which I love, and I love to be a part of that, because I'm one that I need to be kind of taken by the hand and guided and like shown how to do stuff. Like, once I see it, and once I'll do it, but the other times, no, I wasn't really shown anything. I wasn't told what to do. I wasn't told where to go or how to, like, just run it. So I guess I never had the experience to do it.
Fantastic. So I think, because now you're like, okay, now I'm in. So you're looking at things through a different lens now. And so, looking at it and going, okay, how do I get people interested? I think I'm really glad that you're asking that question. And it's not that you're shy, it's just you've never done this before. So it's a new thing, it's a new skill. So I would love to hear Scott's wisdom about like like getting people interested, getting people on board. And as you're talking, I'm going to think as well. Like, what would you say, Scott?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes.
I was just chit-chatting with Coach Randy, and I didn't realize what time it was. So sorry about that. Yes. So first I want to tell you something about Gina here. Gina does have people interested. She just sent me messages all week and said, my friend wants to work out tomorrow. My friend, correct, Gina?
Yeah, but then I'm not good at like getting them to do, like they won't, I don't know. They just, I don't know.
Yes. So what I love about Gina, if you guys don't know her, she might have told you this already. She's a mommy. She's a wife. She has 2 little kids. She's super fit. She's a gymnast. She can do handstands where she spins around. So she has a lot going for her. She's very intelligent. But what I like best about her is she really knows a lot about ingredients, about, she cares a lot about what she's feeding to her children. And her husband cares about that too, and about what they eat. So she is clutch to have on our team. Let's just start there. Now, my recommendation to answer Holly's question is I think that all we have to do is tease out some stuff. Tease out that, hey, I was researching this. I found some good things to share with my son, period. That's a post, like 1 sentence. My husband and I were researching something about XYZ. We found something that we really are happy with. That's a post, real quick. You guys who are moms, that you don't have time to sit down and spend 1 hour crafting a post or, making a long video or whatever. So my first tip to answer to Holly's question was, what can Gina do to get people interested? And that would be my first tip, is just little tiny breadcrumbs that there is something that you found, and that you don't have to tell them what you found, but what you found could be fitness related. It could be nutrition related. It could just be about how, diapers, or how to put your kids to bed or whatever. But the goal, I think, should be not to tell them what you found. It should be to tease that you found something and hope that they message you. Either they're going to ask you in the comments about it, or hope that they private message you. And then you can just get into a conversation one-on-one and ask them how their day is going, just like you would on a normal friend. And Gina, yeah, I know you're already doing this because you've shared with me lots of things about that your friends are already messaging you, asking you about lots of things. So I'll be quiet now.
Yeah.
What do you think, Gina?
I think that's a good approach. And I think I could probably do that, because I know with Modere, we did, like I talked to Scott a little bit, whenever I still do Modere a little bit on the side, because it's clean products for like cleaning and everything too. So when we would need to try to sell something, I guess you could say, we would take pictures of our product and then not show the label. So it kind of did, and that kind of goes along with what kind of Scott was saying too, like just kind of make them curious. So I think I can do that. So with what Scott said, and then what I've known in the past with other products and stuff like that, I think I can probably, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, Gina was training me on this 2 days ago on a phone call. So don't let her fool you. She knows exactly what to do.
Weird.
I love that. I want to add to, I'm sorry, my camera's just off because my internet keeps going in and out. I think it makes it a little bit more stable. But I do just want to add that something hit me when we were talking, or when Scott was talking. And it's this simple thing of don't be, oh, no.
I'm
No,
guessing
did I
that
freeze
Holly's going to
again?
recommend call to actions at some point too, because you can tease things for a certain amount of time. Oh, go ahead, Holly.
Can you hear me again? I'm so,
Yes.
yeah, I'm in Orange County. It's too much to ask for to have a good solid internet. Okay, anyways. Okay, all right. So, but it's not, don't be interesting necessarily. Like, it's good to be interesting, but it's better to be interested. And the more interested you are in people, then the more likely they are to be like, hey, what do you got going on? Once you show them that you care about them, that you're listening to them, that you're, commenting on their stuff, taking time to notice them, then that is truly when, you kind of, I wouldn't say win them over, but, in a way, yeah, you win them over. And It is, sales isn't, I'm just going to I can't stand to look at that photo of me anymore. Sales is not a bad word. Like the entire world, there is no business ever, even a nonprofit, anything functions on sales. Like a nonprofit will tell you that they don't, but no, they do. They have to call and ask for money. So the only difference is you don't get anything except for a tax write-off in exchange. What we're doing is we're offering people solutions. We're offering people solutions. So sales is not a bad word. Don't worry about that. You can say that you sell things. That's okay. Lots of people will shy away from that, but this entire country has been founded on small businesses. So I'm very proud of the fact that we are salespeople. So, but that's just a whole nother soapbox for a whole nother day. I know we share, we invite, we don't sell, but at the end of the day, right, we're helping people buy a good solution for themselves, right? So it's all good. Did that answer your question a little bit? And there are ways to do this. That's the thing to know. It's like there are scripts, there are techniques, there are ways to do this. The difference is this is a whole new career, a whole new profession. So you're not going to learn things in one day. And a lot of it you have to learn by doing, right? So on the job training. So you're going to have to learn by doing. So yay, and Mamie is here and Nadia's here. Thanks, guys. All right, Mila, how are you doing? Are you feeling any better today?
Well, yeah, I'm still on the same track, but I just wanted to let Gina know what I've been doing. I'm not doing actively things because I'm just kind of slow moving person overall, but what helped me a lot is listening to podcasts because you can pick up so many good ideas how to actually the relationships with people versus like selling them something, right? So that's what I'm focusing on, because after all, it's like it has to be a natural thing, like, hey, I'm gonna be doing something for myself, I feel sluggish, I'm gonna do something, and then you create some people who would be in that. It's Platinum Presenters podcast, right? And I've been listening, like every time I ride the bike, this is what I'm listening. And I'm listening, and it goes there. So it helps. And there's, if you go down certain podcasts, which are very helpful, and they're about like 101, whatever, not sale, but how to get the questions. But, that's kind of my advice. And I also understood better from GoPro, right? That book. Which I purchased as a summary. I didn't purchase. It's actually you can get it on Libis, and you just can get it right away without even waiting. And it's a summary, but at least you understand how that networking thing works, right? And then you can go. So that's my thing. But unfortunately, I'm not moving forward, and I tell you why. A lot of people. I just kind of like first thinking what I need to avoid. I went on YouTube. So I mean, even if you don't say anything, but I'm going to be doing so. To me, it's like I understand, hey, you need to create relationship just like Scott does, and Holly does. They invited in the group. I'm actually learning what they are doing, and then that's what I need to be doing. That's how things needs to be done. So that's how I go about that, because I prefer to learn first, so I feel comfortable to creating a group or adding people to the group before I do something. That's what. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, Mila. That was so good. Gold. One of my favorite books too. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's good. Gina, have you ever read GoPro?
Oh,
it's a good one. That's probably one of the faves, I think. That first couple chapters really solidifies the validity of this career path, I'll say. And like goes, wow, like this is like legitimately a strong, solid career that I could have for myself. I can support my family doing something like this where I'm just sharing different things that I love. So that's fantastic. Yay. Thank you for sharing that, Mila. This is such a good
But you also have get it good with the bad, because you go from the book and you understand professionally what that means. The positive things. It's like it's a company works on this model, but then that majority of population treat like networking companies like a scam, like a pyramid. That's the words they use. And so, and that's why first you need to create the belief in you that, hey, I strongly believe that I am going to be successful. I love what I do. Da, 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 da. That's what I'm working on. Because if there is such belief from inside, somebody tells you something and you're going to turn around and run away, you know, and stop doing what you've been doing. That's what I was doing 2 times or 3 times, right? Okay, that's it.
Mila, look at you spitting the fire today. You are on fire. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, more.
It's so good. Thank you so much. Awesome. Well, do you have like a question or a sticking point that we can kind of work through with you right now, or?
With me? Well, you know what? Yes, I do. But I don't know whether we should discuss it in private, because it's of people, and it's not something private. But I think you guys probably know that I own Pilates studio, and I started questioning what if I do, let's see, Beachbody, right, groups, and what would it interfere? Would it damage actually my business? And that's what you guys need to help me with, because I believe, and I actually asked one of the colleagues who is really successful. I mean, she's very successful Pilates and fitness studio person, very, very big following on Instagram and everywhere. But I asked her, I today, I had she's like my mentor today. And I asked her, have you heard of Beachbody? And she said, yes, I did. Because I mean, this woman is on fire and she's golden to have, like in anybody's team. And she said to me, and I wouldn't go around, because this person in fitness, she knows everything, you know, kind of. I mean, she knows what's going on in the fitness world. She said, yes, I did. I said, listen, you're so beautiful, you're so active, you're so good, like socially and all that. Why you never became a coach? You know, I don't know why. And I said, you know, I'm working with people, and I regret that I didn't it like 10 years ago, because people who did, they're really, you know, advancing, and they love what they do, and they just really, when you have a proof that what you do has your joy for you and financial reward, I think it's a dream for everybody. So she know, and I asked her, I said, hey, do you think if I did Beachbody, it would interfere with what we do as Pilates studios? And she said, no, I don't think so, because people come to you for you, or they go and do Pilates with you for you, and Beachbody is different, right? So you turn things and you do things, but it's a different feel. So that was her answer, and this is where I was kind of sticking a little bit. And also I think I just not moving forward. I almost feel like I need a kick, because I ask my women, right? So I teach them Pilates, and in the end I say, hey, what do you do? Like, you know, besides what you come guys to do with me? And everybody, well, you know, not too much. We're doing this and this. I said, well, listen, I have like 14 days access to a program, which you can check out there, like 1,100 programs, and majority of my clientele, they are older, so it's not like necessarily they're gonna do insanity. They won't. And I said there's different formats, and I said I'm gonna send them a link, and I never followed through, and I don't know what it is. Is it a fear inside of me? It is very difficult situation, because it's something inside of me that I have people who said yes, sent me a link, and I didn't. And it's been like 5 days. So maybe you guys can help me out.
I think, okay, because I was actually on the phone with Christine this morning, Christine Dwyer, and we were brainstorming a couple different business ideas that she and I are talking about. And one, I said the same thing, like, do you really think it's a conflict of interest to own a gym and also at the same time be a Beachbody coach? Because, but we talked about it in length, but like people who want to be doing live fitness classes want to do live fitness classes. People who want to have a physical personal trainer with them want that. But in my personal opinion, and everybody else can speak to this, every single gym that you go to has some type of a deal with the supplement line. So even if you never talk about Beachbody On Demand, or you tell them, like, I didn't use any of the fitness programs until my first son was born. I already had a massively successful Beachbody business, had never done one program ever. So well, I was wildly successful, and it was like the biggest joke ever. I'm like, no, I teach my own fitness classes. I don't work out to a television. I couldn't get to that. So I guess what I'm saying is, you find the parts of the business that you feel really do well with you. And since the Pilates studio is such a niche thing and nobody has a reformer at home, and we don't really even have Pilates formats on Beachbody On Demand, I don't believe in my heart and soul that it's any way a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe that they would cancel their membership because now they have Beachbody On Demand. Do you know what I mean? It's just another way that you can serve them and also partner with a supreme nutrition supplement company,
Yeah, I think that too, but then it has to be a little bit different approach, right? Like, the reality is, it's like people say, yes, send me a link. Or another thing, I'm thinking, okay, and that's truth, because I decided that I decided that I'm not going to do any fake stuff because I've done it. It doesn't work. If I have in mind that I have to sell something, forget about that. People gonna feel it. They're not gonna go with me. You have to be so skillful to have that in mind and project something different. And I don't have that skill. They're gonna feel me. So I decided, and that's true. I feel sluggish. Look at my arms. They're all droopy. And I'm thinking, listen, I need to actually put myself in pieces together, right? And that's a great opportunity because you think, you need to talk to people because, listen, folks, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start doing something besides Pilates because they asked me, let's do something with arms, right? I'm like, well, mat Pilates, it's not like you're going to take like 20 pounds dumbbell and do something. That's where you can go on demand and do that there. And I'm like, okay, resistant bands. You can do certain things, but it's not, listen, I know I've been doing personal training at some point. It's not going to give you those type of results, right? Because you're older, you need heavier demands, and it has to be gradual. But anyway, and I'm thinking, okay, I need to create the group, like just genuinely say, hey, I'm going to be doing that. Join and do it with me. But I've never done it. And I feel like, how do you do that? This is where I'm stuck. And I know how to do it. I just have fear inside. And I talk to myself like I don't know. That's the bottom line. So, but that's what this is what I have in mind. I just need to approach people and just say, hey, this is what we're going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be doing. Go and come with me and do it. Because when I teach the class, I have a lady who is like kind of my age, and she is all, she's all about health and how she looks. And she's like, oh my God, all my fitness going down. Right away here, I'm like, I need to approach her. First of all, she's beautiful. And not that even about that. She cares about her body so much that it's like she needs some programs from there. Did I approach her? No.
But you can.
I don't know, guys, what to tell you.
Yeah, no, you can and you will. And that's the thing.
Maybe Scott knows the answer. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my things. So I think that what will work the best, what Scott, your group does, because it's almost like, okay, when, and I squeeze myself there because I really want to learn things and understand, so I feel more comfortable. And I'm just, hey, can you sign me for this? Can you sign? And I think that the whole coaching thing meant to be again, because I'm learning so much. Like from Elise, she has book club. This is this is a great idea, and the book they're reading right now, I'm like, oh my god, this is golden. I already finished 9 chapters just riding on the bike and listening to it, and I'm thinking, it's not even if it's, let's not say even if my coaching didn't happen, which it has to happen, but just what I'm getting and how I'm growing being a part of you guys, I'm grateful for just for that. Even nothing happens, but just being among you and listening. Yeah.
So what Mila's talking about is we just started a book club on Tuesday, and the book we're reading, everybody should get it and read it, is called A Tribe Called Bliss. And it is by Lori Harder. And we're meeting every Tuesday to talk about it, but we can start a new group of people that meet and talk about it if you want, but you can just read it on your own. However, that particular book is meant to be read as a group. So we had a great call Tuesday night, and now we're moving on to the next phase, the next chapter next Tuesday. Mila, you have great ideas.
Like today, listen, Scott, you guys help me out. Like, for example, by the way, Holly, thank you so much. I received her t-shirt because I invited 3 people on a presentation. I'm like, oh, wow. So, and the back comes, and I'm opening, and I have right now the idea, oh, what if I open it and I actually show and say on the story, like live, maybe on the,
Oh,
invite people to do exactly, to do a sample workout with you. But and then I stopped. I'm like, okay, how do I do a sample workout with them? It's right away I build those bricks which stop me from doing that. So I did a cut on the back.